Well, hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Bobbie and this is Bobbie Reads Tarot. And today I want to take a look at what is going on with Jimmy Kimmel. You guys, this is not good. We're starting to see the erosion of free speech. Again, like I've said, this is just the beginning, okay? It's going to continue to devolve, but as we're watching it happen, remember that we have to work through these old systems that no longer work for us in order to clear all of this away and to get to much better times. So everyone just hang in there. As always, my readings are for entertainment purposes only. Please do your own research, form your own opinions, and please be kind to one another in the comment section down below. So first, I just want to look at Spirit, what can you tell me about the situation? What can you tell me about what went down? What should we know? General energy about this Jimmy Kimmel situation. Starting off with the Three of Swords reversed. The Three of Swords reversed is, it can be two different things, okay? So sometimes this is heartbreak and grief. Other times it can be needing to use reason over logic or failing to use reason over logic. I feel like this is a combination of a few different things. I think first this is the heartbreak and the grief of what people are, it's the beginning of the death of free speech. And there's a lot of people that are extremely concerned. This is extremely painful for them. For a lot of people, there's probably immense fear that goes along with this as well. And the other aspect of this card, this failing to use reason and logic over emotion, is clearly the energy that prompted this situation. This stemmed from someone's hurt ego. That's just all it is. The challenge or the struggle of the situation is the Three of Pentacles reversed. This is not having cooperation. These different networks and companies are not standing up and supporting their talent. They're not cooperating with them, and instead they're giving in to the demands of the current regime. Okay? And this is a lot of like nefarious plans, people with like bad intentions, orchestrating things behind the scenes. And it's just very dark energy. There's a lot of darkness and a lot of really, really low vibe energy, you guys. And this is the thing where we have to be really careful, because this is the kind of energy that we can get caught up in and it can suck us down. And then our reality gets really uncomfortable, really stressful. So remember, when we see these things, it's also really important to keep, take a temperature reading on your own energy. Okay. Now, the energy that this is coming from is the Hierophant. Yep. This is the government stepping in and saying, you're going to do what I want you to do. And I don't know if you guys saw the guy, the head of the FCC, but he basically like went on a podcast and said and threatened the license of ABC, and then boom. Then we hear about the suspension, indefinite suspension of the Jimmy Kimmel show. The energy of where this is going is 10 of Wands. This is a heavy burden, you guys. This is going to be something that is some super, super heavy lifting. This is going to leave a lot of people feeling overwhelmed. A lot of responsibility is going to fall on certain people. Are people going to step up and do the right thing? Or again, are we going to see more capitulation? I know that the Screen Actors Guild and the Writing Actors Guild, or whatever, they have released a statement in support of Jimmy Kimmel. So we are going to see some people start to stand up, but I really feel like they're going to kind of take the wrath, okay? So it's not going to come, there's going to be consequences for them for standing up and saying the right thing. The aim, the destiny, Five of Wands reversed. This is conflict. It's deception, it's misinformation. And the interesting thing with this card, the Five of Wands, when it's in its reverse position, is it means that there is an opportunity here for reconciliation, to do the right thing, to come together. There's this, the energy is there. In life we have these moments where we can go one way or we can go the other way. And this is one of those moments where the administration can do something that would be unifying and an opportunity to bring people together, or it can use that energy for division. And I think we all know what they're going to use it for. But I think it's important to know that they all have a choice, and they're aware of the choice. They know the difference between right and wrong. They've thought about what their options are. They don't care. The energy, what they don't see coming, or the subconscious energy through the situation, is the Tower. They're trying to take people down. And the interesting thing is with the Tower is, think of broadcasting towers. I think this is both symbolic and actually like actual towers, people losing the ability to broadcast, or the threat of losing that. And that's going to cause a lot of people to go quiet. I've actually wondered, at what point am I not going to be able to do videos anymore? Because eventually the censorship is going to trickle down. So I kind of wonder, like, am I going to have to change my content at some point? I don't know. We'll have to just see what happens. But it affects everybody. That's some big energy. We have government, big energy, the Tower, big energy. The energy of the situation is the Five of Pentacles reversed. The Five of Pentacles reversed is examining what your values are, examining what is important to you. Okay. And what is important to these people is their own ego. That's what they're basing, what they're doing off of. The environment is the Two of Swords. It's making decisions. You have a decision to make. But with the Two of Swords, the person is blindfolded. So this is very much also an energy of being blind to manipulation. So the environment is a lot of manipulation, but people not seeing it, not being able to see it, or not even caring to see it. The hopes or the fears, the Lovers. This is the hope, is that all of these different stations and networks, whatever, are going to partner up with the Trump administration and go along with what they say. Be a good little partner, let's team up, and everything will be great. Final outcome for this is the Five of Swords reversed. This is unnecessary conflict. This is looking for a fight where none exists, creating a fight where none exists. And that's definitely what they're doing. So I want to see, what's the fallout of this going to be? What is the fallout of this going to be? If you guys are ever curious to know what cards I'm using, if you go to my website, which is bobbiereads.com, and if you're having trouble finding it, if you go to the description box below this video and hit more and expand it, it will have, there's all kinds of great information in there, but there is the link to my website. On my website, I have a page that has all of the different decks that I use listed on it. It has little pictures. And if you click on the picture, it will give you the deck information, okay? All right, you guys. So let's take a look here and see what the fallout is going to be for this situation. Ten of Cups, this is bringing people together. This is family energy. The Ten of Cups is, it's happiness, it's joy, okay? So what's the challenge for this? The Sun reversed. So the Sun reversed is, this comes up all the time. And this is definitely Trump's energy, presidential energy, very dark, ominous energy. So what's preventing happiness and joy in the families are all of the things that Trump and his henchmen have been doing, okay? It's like putting a dark cloud. And the Sun reversed is also a card of disorientation. So it means there's confusion, disorientation. Things are different than we've ever seen them. And it's disorienting for people because this is not something that we're used to. The energy that it's coming from is the Page of Pentacles reversed. The Page of Pentacles reversed is an offer that doesn't come through. And it can also be unwelcome news regarding finance or property. I feel like this is all of the financial threats, the threats of litigation, the threats of suing, losing your license. It's like the Page of Pentacles, like, here, I've got your money. It's right here. Grab it, grab it, grab it. It's like that kind of energy. where this is going is the Nine of Swords. So there's going to be much more stress, much more anxiety. It's going to get rougher before it gets better. Okay. It's going to have some pretty significant impacts moving forward. The aim, the destiny, the Knight of Pentacles. So Knight of Pentacles, this is interesting because a lot of times with this deck specifically, the Knight of Pentacles, I always equate to Trump, because when we were going through the beginning of his administration and Elon Musk was there before Trump had, scammed billions of dollars of crypto money, he was the Knight of Pentacles. He wasn't the King of Pentacles because Elon was the king. So this is kind of Trump energy. So I definitely feel like this is Trump or his people kind of pushing this agenda. That's why we're here. But this is also someone who's really methodical. So this is probably not Trump. He's, I think, so far gone at this point. I mean, it may be like fleeting moments of him like screaming out demands, but there's someone behind the scenes, probably Stephen Miller or someone like that, that's really cracking down the authoritarianism of it all. The subconscious of this, or what we don't see coming, is the Nine of Pentacles reverse. It's based on ego. All of this is because of the ego of one man, that Jimmy Kimmel insulted Trump. That's it. The energy moving forward is the Two of Swords reverse. Now remember, we had this in the upright position the first time, but the energy is going to shift, and it's even more deception. So more deception coming out of this situation. The lasting impact is going to be, I think, more propaganda, because it's going to be much more censored. People are going to be afraid to speak truth, so they're going to speak whatever they can say to stay on the air. So it's just going to be more and more deception coming out of media. The environment will be the Empress reversed, barren, nothing good, nothing fruitful, nothing new, just barren, and it's omission. It's leaving things out, important things. The hope or the fear is the Ace of Pentacles. People want the ability to speak their mind, to have free speech, to be able to contribute their opinion. The fear is that that's going to go away. And the long-term final outcome, fallout of this situation is the Star card. I got goosebumps. I was not expecting the Star card. This is hope. This is inspiration. This is guidance, you guys. Guidance. And you know what this is really, where this is pulling me, is this is from Spirit. Spirit saying, this is, I feel like, a message directly for us. Yeah, it's going to get really rough, and there's going to be a big crackdown. Things are going to get worse before they get better. But hold on, because I'm here to guide you through this. So with that being said, I actually want to shift now. This is a beautiful segue. I want to shift now into a new oracle deck that I have, you guys. I'm so excited. I was telling you that I got some new oracle decks. Well, this is one of them. So we're going to go to the Rebecca Campbell Ancient Stones Oracle. And I want a message from Spirit. So Spirit just showed us that last card there in that last spread, that we need to just keep our hope. Okay, keep your focus. Spirit will guide you. Spirit will guide you through this. It's going to be rough, but if you have faith and you have hope and you can just set your sights and stay focused, Spirit's going to effortlessly move you through this. Okay, our outside experience is a direct result of our inside thoughts, feelings, and emotions. So we control what we experience. Okay. It's true. It is true. So here we go. So now that we know what's coming and Spirit has told us to, hold on and keep hope, what else would Spirit like us to know for what's to come? What else would Spirit like us to know about what's to come? Let's do one at a time. What would Spirit like us to know about what's to come? We have the Holy Mountain. And let's get, are there two there? No, that's just one. Okay, and let's get one more. Not forgotten. Okay. We're going to start with the Holy Mountain, and this says Soul Calling, Sacred Journey, Pilgrimage. The world over, many mountains are revered as sacred and holy. Perhaps it's their great beauty and majesty that's attracted intrepid adventurers and spiritual pilgrims for millennia, or their far-reaching peaks, the highest points on the planet, and the way they seem to touch the heavens while at the same time being made of steady stone, the bones of the earth. These sacred giants demand our attention, and something about them calls us to journey their terrain. From Mount Kilimanjaro in Tanzania to Mount Kailash in the Himalayas, from Mount Fuji in Japan to Mount Ararat in Turkey and Mount Shasta in the USA. Holy mountains speak to a call deep within our soul, and through meditating in their presence or circumambulating them in devotion, connecting with their energies, it's as if we're also being led with every step we take, returning us to ourselves. What sacred journey are you being called to take? It might be an inner or outer venture, and if it's outer, then it's likely also inner. How can you invoke the holy mountain to lead you back to yourself? How can you embrace your own unique path? How are you being called to take the path less trodden? What is your soul calling you to do? Ooh, right now it's such an interesting energy, because while things are falling apart, I've noticed, and you guys have been telling me, that we've been getting these very deep calls within our soul to do different things. And for some of us, it's like, for me, it's been this desire to tend to the earth and to garden. For other people, it's writing. So many of you guys have been telling me about writing projects that you want to do. And this is the time right now. It's the time to focus on, what do you want? You know that something different is coming, so get ready for it. What do you want your life to be? What is your soul calling you to do? If you had all of the time and money and energy in the world, what would you do? Really think about it. And that's where you need to focus your energy, even if it's baby steps, even if it's scary. It's time. The world's going to be scary no matter what. So why not have it be scary with something that you're passionate about, right? That's what I say. I mean, you guys know I've been sharing with you my journey, and it was super scary. I just up and moved to a place where I don't know a soul, but I'm not going to let fear stop me. I'm going to follow my passion, and I really want you guys to see me do it so that you can do it too, because I'm no different from you. Okay, we're the same. So the only thing I've done is I've had faith. I've just had faith, and I've let the universe push me where I needed to go. But my focus was always on my passion, my soul calling. So get aligned with the calling of your soul, and spirit will take you where you need to go. Okay. Now the next card we have is Not Forgotten, and it's Messages from Spirit, Unbroken Connection. Stones are among the longest lasting materials on this planet, so it's no wonder that for millennia we've used them to honor the memory of departed loved ones, from marking their burial place with a gravestone to placing pebbles as an act of remembrance. The grief that follows a death is like no other. We've hurtled into the truth that we, like all of life, are impermanent, and that our time here is but a breath in the lifespan of an ancient stone. When you receive this card, it could be a sign of your bond to a loved one who's passed, an unbroken connection that lasts beyond just this lifetime. Do you long to communicate with a loved one who's died? This card is a sign that you can continue to do so now. Speak to them throughout your day and be open to receiving messages from them. They may be subtle, but if you stay open, you may be surprised. If there's a particular person you've been longing to connect with, receiving this card is a way of them acknowledging your request. If this is new to you, consider ways you can nurture your connection with them. Perhaps put some time aside to light a candle and commune with them, or ask them to send you a sign and be specific about what that sign will be. Be open to this connection growing over time. That is so beautiful, you guys. When I reached my early 40s and moved to Arizona, that is when I first started being able to connect with energies that had recently crossed to the other side. And at first, it was scary, then it was confusing, and then I felt like a crazy person. But then came this acceptance where I just, okay, I'm either crazy or not, but here we go. So then I started sharing those messages as they were coming through. And the one thing that I wish I could give, the one gift I wish I could give to every single person listening to this video, is that insight to being able to see that energy. Because if you could see what I see or feel what I feel, then you would know that your loved ones that have passed on, they are always with you. Always, always, always. You might not be able to see them, but their energy is there. And when I started being able to see it and feel it, the amount of comfort that it gave me, and I used to have an intense fear of death. I think a lot of us do, but being a single mom with 4 kids, I was even more afraid of it because, like, oh my God, like if something happens to me, what will happen to my kids? I do not have that fear anymore because of what I felt from energies on the other side. So I hope that that gives you a little bit of peace, knowing that they're there. When people go, their energy does not leave. It's always around you. And if you can relax into it, sometimes we want to see or feel those people so much that we actually like block ourselves. But again, if you can relax and allow, they will come through. I know for me, I've shared with you guys, I had a partner who passed away. And for the longest time, I could not feel his energy. Well, it's because I was trying so hard that he would not come through. And once I just said, you know what, he'll come through when he wants to come through, that's when he started coming through. So it's very interesting. Okay, so play with that because that is a lot of fun. And that's a really beautiful message. If you're missing someone right now, take a little piece in knowing that even though you can't see them, they are right there with you. Okay. All right, you guys, if you liked this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up on your way out. And also, if you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. It's a free way to help out my channel, and it helps it out so much, you guys. And finally, if you would like to take your support of my channel one step further, you can become a member. It is 99 cents a month to join, and members get access to member-exclusive content. And the information is in the description box down below. Okay, you guys, I want to thank you so much for hanging out with me while I flip cards, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.